So in this video, we'll be talking about Aries moon in the 7th house. So I definitely also recommend watching my Aries moon video, the general one, because I cover some things in that video that I may not cover in this one because we'll be talking specifically about the 7th house meaning. But generally speaking, the moon in Aries indicates somebody that has an emotional need for independence in order to feel fulfilled and in order to feel secure and just content. Because the moon shows us what gives us emotional fulfillment, and it shows, where one gets their sense of security from. And in the sign of Aries, which is about action and free will and just accomplishing things, and it's also about impulsiveness. This shows somebody that is emotionally impulsive. So when it comes to your emotions, you like to act upon how you feel immediately. And when it comes to solving a problem, you like to immediately approach that issue. Also, you tend to express your emotions through your actions when the moon is in Aries. But in this case, it's in the 7th house. And the 7th house is about the perspective of others. And it's also about it's about relationships with others and the actions of other people as well. So how other people react to us. So with that being said, with the moon being in Aries, part of your emotional security comes from your identity in relationships. So what gives you security is when people can act upon your emotional issues or solve your issues, especially in the context of some sort of connection or relationship that you have to somebody. It could just be a friend, it could be a family member, or it could be a significant other, but your security comes from relationships and comes from the importance that others put on your emotions and on your needs. You like to be able to go to a source of answers, and you like to rely on others to immediately solve your problems. And that just happens in the context of relationships. So what gives you security is having somebody to call on a lot of times. Now, with that being said, when the moon is in Aries, in a general sense, it's in the 10th sign from its own sign of Cancer. And the 10th house is about being in charge of things. It's also about success, and it's about our reputation and the importance that we have. So that's why with the moon and Aries in the 7th house, what gives you security is knowing that you have importance to other people in your life. And also having the emotional investment of others into you. On the other hand, this placement can also show that you can be highly competitive, because the 7th house is about comparison. It's associated with the sign of Libra, which is about the scales, and it's about other people, and it's about our relation to others. So a lot of times you compare your success to others when you have this placement, and so you are competitive in that way. You like to outperform others, and usually you are indirect about your competitiveness, but you are fueled to be successful or to be seen as successful. And a lot of times relationships are a way for you to feel like you're successful in life as well. So that's why with the moon in the 7th house, a lot of times if you don't feel like you have significant relationships in your life, you can feel unsuccessful or you can feel unhappy. But that's just in some contexts. In other contexts, it can show that you're somebody that wants to outperform others, or you just tend to compare yourself to others a lot, and you have this desire for your actions to be valued by other people. But the seventh house also, since the seventh house opposes the first house, and essentially it opposes Aries in the meanings. So Aries is about action, and Libra, or the seventh house, is about inaction. So that's why your security can come from other people's actions and other people solving your problems or your needs. And when people do that, it makes you feel emotionally fulfilled. And so yeah, you just like to have that that help or that relationship aspect. But yeah, I don't want to put all of you guys in one box. So it may not always be the relationships, but it always has to do with some sort of comparison to others, or like at least doing things that will impact others. A lot of times too, there's this underlying desire to be in charge of a relationship, or to be the leader in a partnership. You like to influence things, and you like your feelings to be taken into account, and you like to guide or direct the partnership or the relationship or the business or whatever it is that you're doing. You like to direct others and guide them, even if you do it in indirect ways, because the seventh house can indicate that you're passive aggressive, or just passive, or inactive, or indirect. Anyways, that basically sums up what I wanted to talk about for this placement. I'm sure it gets a lot deeper in other ways, and I could come up with more meanings. And if I do, then I will perhaps make another video about this. But yeah, so if you related in some way and you saw yourself in this video, or you enjoyed it and you learned something, then don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to this channel for more content. With that being said, I appreciate you guys watching and supporting this channel in any way that you do, and I will see you guys sometime soon in another video. Peace.